Careful, don't spill on my carpet again. Howdy, y'all.
Hey, hi, y'all doing? Hey, hi, y'all doing?
Howdy, y'all.
Hey, hi, y'all doing? Welcome to the new episode of Value Please, Please. Put this translation on the bottom of the screen.
Let's do it. Yeah, JoJo C1 impression. Go.
Hi, guys. Welcome to my podcast.
Welcome to the newest episode.
This is the newest one you can possibly get. This is iOS. This is the update. Welcome to a brand new episode of Please Relate to This.
I'm Owen.
No, you're not. And I'm Julianna. OMG. Look at us.
That was genuinely an accident too.
Give me a quick one of these. Thanks for coming. We have a lot to talk about today. We're, of course, going to talk about this week's biggest stories. We're also going to talk about an experience we had, which is that we saw High School Musical 3 at the age of 30. And we're going to talk about that.
I'm not 30. I'm actually not 30.
Oh, right. We always have this debate. I'm not 30. You're 30 to me, girl.
So just a heads up, this week we're going to be coming to you from the future.
Mm-hmm.
We're pre-recording part of this episode, and for our Relate update and for our post of the Mo, we're gonna come to you from the future over Zoom.
Because we're international.
Yeah,
we're international. We're international. And we're doing a lot of fun, cool stuff. We were going to talk about things that we did not notice in High School Musical 3. We have both seen this movie a trillion times, but somehow 18 years later, there's still things that we are clocking.
Yeah.
And to celebrate the release of Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour live in 3D.
You ate that up.
Thanks. We're going to be ranking some of our best 3D movies. It's all about the theatrical experience this week, which we're so excited to talk about. So, you know what? On that note, let's get into it. Over to you, Owen and Julianna.
Where to begin? Did you see The Devil Wears Prada 2?
No, I haven't.
Flop.
I
Did
know.
you watch the Harry Styles Dance No More music video?
Let's start there. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Devil Wears Prada 2 was good, by the way. Just want to make sure they have my love. Very good sequel. Very fun sequel. But Dance No More. First of all, one of my favorite music videos Harry's ever put out. I love the song. Incredible song. The choreo. I really have to commend his decision. Like, I feel like Harry Styles is spending a lot of his time lately in dance rehearsal, and he doesn't need to do that. And I really admire his choice to do that.
Yeah. It's so interesting to watch this happen because they railed so hard against boy band and everything during One Direction, like choreo, all that stuff. It was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And now he's fully just like dancing all the time. And I'll say, I also enjoyed this video. I thought it was great. I personally am also not always a fan of Ryan Heffington's choreography. I'll be so honest. Not always. Sometimes sometimes it's not for me. But here, I thought it was great. I loved it. I loved the group. I loved everything. I have no notes on what happened here today on this video.
First of all, how dare you for that, Ryan? I would never say such a thing. For those who don't know, Ryan Heffington, the choreographer behind like Chandelier, like Sia's Chandelier, Chappell Roan's Grammys performance, Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, and the Euphoria season 1 finale, and the Euphoria season 1 finale.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah. So maybe you take a little,
It's more like the lyrical stuff for me, where it's like, but I think like get a group with this man, give this man a group. Done.
He knows what he's doing. Well, yeah, I just want to touch on that. Like, Harry's kind of like puppeteering them. I feel like it was like very much a metaphor for like the pop star fan dynamic. His move triggers their move. I feel like that is essentially what any pop star does when they're on stage. They move, their audience reacts.
Right.
And no matter, even when they're near or far, they have that sort of like puppet master control over their audience. I think we make fun or we tease Harry Styles a lot for like his dancing because he's obviously not a dancer first. But I really think he is great. Like, I think when anybody is like earnestly trying to dance, and he's clearly putting a lot of time and effort into it, their movement, there's always something charming like about their movement quality. And Harry Styles, I actually really like how he dances. I like the ways that it's not perfect and it's like a little like it's just so distinctly him. Like, you can see like there's a strong sense of self in how he dances, and I think it's really fun. And again, Harry Styles does not have to be spending this much time of his life in dance class.
It's true.
And he's choosing to do that.
But you know who else loved this video was Lenny Kravitz, who commented on the post and commended Harry. Engaged, congratulations. I don't know if this was in the world when we talked last time. I don't think it was for the last episode.
That's wild.
But we've seen a bunch in the Harry Zoe world. Hulu did a post this week about how, and I quote as I look at my second screen, Robin Brooks, Zoe's character from High Fidelity. Robin Brooks definitely has Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally on her playlist. Now streaming, hashtag High Fidelity. Zoë Kravitz comments on this post, "This is tacky at Hulu." If I was the Hulu admin, I would throw up. I would throw up. I would puke everywhere. I would probably quit my job. It's, this is tacky, scary.
Do you think it's tacky?
No. I mean,
Okay.
yes and no. I think it's like, I mean, they truly had to go into like their archives and dig out some screenshots because the show's been canceled for years. And so it's like obviously very intentional and very trying to use what is going on in the world to bring some attention
I think that's
back.
the tacky part.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
If
also,
the show
it's like
maybe if the show was on and airing right now, it would be a different story where it's like, we're going to make a post. But like someone had to like spend the day thinking like, we're going to make this post and go through the entire process of digging that out and promoting a show that's been canceled for years.
we all make mistakes. So if you're that social media manager,
we know how hard it is. Trusts.
We've all like let our like had a lapse in judgment at some point in our lives.
Everybody has those days. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Everybody gets that way. Absolutely. Shall we go on to our next topic? And also just flagging two things. I'm using I went analog for this episode, guys. I am using a book instead of an iPad. And also trying to hide, I am wearing pajamas beneath here.
We pulled out the stops. We pulled out all the stops for this virtual episode.
We did. Begged by Olivia Rodrigo on SNL, the new song debut. I love this new song. What a like I'm speechless kind of like, but yet I am going to talk. What a gorgeously crafted, masterfully written song. A lot of people are saying it sounds like Landslide by Stevie Nicks or by the Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac? Stevie Nicks? Yeah, Landslide is a Fleetwood Mac song. I would argue that I don't think it sounds like Landslide as much as it feels like Landslide. Like I think people just it's giving people the same feeling. Just because I think she's tapped into something like super special. Like this is an instant classic in my opinion. It sounds like a song written by a legend. It is like it actually like left me with a lump in my throat. Like it's so powerful. And she sounded so good.
To confirm, this song has not been officially released. It is only existing in, I wonder why that is.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder why she didn't release like the studio version of it yet. But honestly, that live version has been on repeat. I've seen so many people like make edits to it and be like, some people are like, oh, I saw two things that really got me. One was like somebody saying like, I'm not thinking about it from a perspective of like an absentee father, and which is like, oof, like that's hard. And then somebody else was like thinking of this song from the perspective of a shelter pet, like a dog that has been like rehomed or like returned to the shelter. And then I ruined my day. Like
you know what? Drop it. Drop the live performance. Put the live performance on Spotify. Like we've got video features now. People are putting concerts on there. Let's do it.
Yeah. Also introduced by Connor Story. Already a historic moment. Also shout out to her background singers. I think they sounded so good. I've heard mixed opinions about her SNL appearance. Some criticism of her looking at the cue cards too much and things like that.
Right.
But do you have anything to say here, Owen?
No, I think that's interesting that you've heard that.
Yeah. Whatever you think about her sort of appearance as host, I would argue that her entire SNL this entire SNL appearance for her was a success for this performance alone. Like this performance alone was enough for me to deem it like a historic moment in pop culture history.
I agree.
Yeah.
Great.
It's so weird that you're not here. It's kind of strange.
Hey. I want to talk very quickly and briefly about the television series Euphoria. You've watched this. You've seen this episode, correct?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Jules was invited to do a painting on a television show. The internet is mad at Lexi. The internet's mad at Lexi for having Jules and not setting proper expectations. I'm sorry, no. If you're invited to do a painting on a television show, it is your responsibility as an artist to do some research about what it is you're about to do and what your work is. If you could do a Google search, you'd know that this show is on network television, and you can't have a bunch of PENISs all over the screen. So
I agree.
I'm standing with Lexi on this. I think Lexi was in the right. She gave her friend an opportunity. She maybe could have been more communicative with what the final piece should look like, but it is on Jules for making this $56,000 screw up. That's just what I want to say about that.
I think Jules knew better. I think sometimes Jules, and I think this is part of the Jules character, Jules knows better, but likes to make the mistake. Like, she likes to lean into doing the things she's not supposed to do just to spice up her life, perhaps.
And I think it's also a commentary a little bit on how she's kind of fully neglected her career path as an artist now to do what she's doing now instead.
Yeah.
And
Like self-sabotage.
And I think a working active artist, given that opportunity, would know. And because Jules has decided that art has not become the priority, I think that's where part of the thing is.
So true. I want to talk about Zara Larsson's remix album, Girls Trip. It's here.
Yeah, I love it.
The shake it up of it all. We did make a post earlier this week about how Girls Girl featuring Amelia has the essence of a shake it up song. And I say that complimentary. That's like my favorite song on the album. I love the Girls Trip remix so much. I love that girl. I'm happy that her track's out, but the internet's been telling me I should pull her tracks out. Dog eat dog in an entertainment world. And let's talk about like in Crush featuring Eli. The Zara, where are we?
Where are we?
We're in the song.
We're in the song.
Euro Summer is my favorite. That's my
Okay.
favorite album. Yeah.
I'm really excited for the video, and I do think that if we're talking about Song of Summer contention, that's in there as well.
I think there's been a lot of mixed reactions to this remix album, and I don't know that maybe it's done what they thought it was going to do instantly, but I do feel I agree with you. I think the Shakira of it all and the Euro Summer into the summer, like giving that song another chance from with this remix version with Shakira, who is A++++ list artist, could be song of the summer contention and could really bring more attention back to like this album. Like I think it's still there's a life ahead for this album for sure.
Absolutely.
Should we talk about High School Musical 3?
Let's talk about it. So we saw High School Musical 3 at TIFF as part of their Next Wave programming.
Yep.
I think it was like the Next Wave Film Festival was happening for that weekend, presented by Takis.
Thank you, Takis, for having us. We purchased tickets and went on our own accord, but
It was such a fun screening hosted by
really
Miss
was.
Mosu.
Local Miss Mosu.
Yeah, incredible drag queen. It was so fun. They made paper graduation hats and you could customize them at a DIY station.
Yeah.
They gave out pom-poms.
Shut up, pom-poms.
And there was a bunch of like interactive things planned. Like they had this whole presentation before the movie for you to be able to know what call and responses to do and to like how to interact with certain parts of the screening. And it was so fun.
Listen, I'm going to be so honest with you. Usually, I'm a cringe at things like this. That's just who I am. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of who I am. But when you're at a High School Musical 3 screening as a grown-ass man, you can't really cringe at anything. And I didn't, and I had a blast, and I thought it was great. I had so much fun. It had been a while since I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I have no shortage of amount of times I've seen it, but it has been a while since I saw it.
Yeah.
We had a couple drinks, we were having fun. But there are definitely some things in this film that we somehow have not noticed in our entire lives.
I know.
With our big adult eyes, we just witness things that might have slipped by us in the past.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about those today.
Okay, first thing I never noticed, and I caught this right off the bat.
Yeah.
Obviously, Troy Bolton's number is 14.
Obviously.
And Rocket Man's number is 41.
He's the alternate universe Troy Bolton.
Yes, and I just was like, oh, that was certainly intentional, and I never clocked that before.
Something I thought at the time, and I was like, y'all are never going to be Troy and Gabriella. Like, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
The dynamic that they have going on is kind of fun.
Enemies to lovers.
Like, it's a reverse, like Sharpay is in love with Troy. Troy's like, no, never. He's in love with Sharpay. Like, that version of Sharpay. And Sharpay's like, no, never. Like, I think it's just, I don't know, it's a fun dynamic.
I don't think Sharpay is actually in love with Troy, by the way. I think she's in love. I think Sharpay's in love with Sharpay.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, she doesn't even know when the game is. When's the big game?
Yesterday.
That crush isn't powerful enough. If you have a crush on somebody, you absolutely know what day their big game is.
That's very true. Very true.
And you show up to it. And you go to the party at their house. They throw a party at their house when they win. Sharpay wasn't even there.
No.
Sharpay and Ryan actually had no friends.
That's true. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ryan, Let's talk about Ryan's Vespa.
I forgot entirely that he rides Vespa.
It is a genuine kind of throwaway shot of him just arriving to school and he immediately goes inside. But he is riding a Vespa to school with his oversized book bag, like satchel around his back with a helmet. It's a look. He's putting on a look. He's arriving to school. He's locking that shit up. Go Ryan.
Everybody in the theater laughed too, and I think we all collectively were like, Ryan, why did we all have that blackout part of our brain that Ryan rides a Vespa? Like, it was such
They should have made that more his character. Like, he talks about it all the time. He's like, oh yeah, my Vespa.
It felt like brand new information.
Hey, so what accent is Troy trying to do here? Roll the clip.
Hello, somebody order pizza pie?
So what? The entire theater was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, like a hush over the crowd.
A hush fell upon the crowd when Troy Bolton calls Gabriella on the phone to be like, your pizza's here, in an accent that none of us can pin down.
I truly can't decipher what it was supposed to be.
What was that supposed to be? Everybody thought, ooh, that's something that would have gotten cut if they made the movie in 2026.
Props.
But again, a moment in High School Musical 3 that completely disappeared from my memory. I watched it like it was watching for the first time. It felt
Parts
like
of it, yeah.
it was a complete revelation and surprise to all of us that Troy does a very questionable accent, an undiscernible accent when he's surprising Gabriella with pizza in her house. That very honestly like sexually charged scene where they're feeding each other on the floor in the bedroom. Every set in this movie is incredible. The music room in the school, unbelievable.
The treehouse with the retractable roof.
Unreal. So many unbelievable set pieces that watching as a grown-up really, like, your eyes can really be like, oh, this is movie making, you guys.
It truly was. Like, they used that budget. They used that budget boost well.
A high school theater with the budget for a lift in their stage, like, whoa.
Like, they should go head-to-head with, like, William McKinsey, or what is the name? The school from Glee.
Yeah.
Like, they could go head-to-head when, like, Singing in the Rain, when they have a full rain machine and just destroy their school stage with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Like, they could have those are the two schools need to battle.
100%.
Gabriella does not lock her bike at Stanford. And I knew this really bugged you and others in the theater. But here's what I say about that. She's gonna learn. Like, Gabriella is picked up to be taken back to school.
Yes.
And she leaves her bike seemingly unlocked the whole time. But you know what? When it gets stolen and she gets back to Stanford and she doesn't have a bike anymore, she'll never do that again.
She'll learn the hard way.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about the black lace dress that there's a black
We're getting
dress.
granular, folks.
There's a black dress with some beautiful lace detailing that Sharpay wears in the library when she's trying to sabotage Gabriella, like when she has discovered that she got early acceptance into Stanford and she's like printing it out and posting it around so everybody knows and trying to like make Troy feel some type of way about Gabriella not telling her himself. That's such a cute dress, and I don't think we talk about it enough.
I think that's interesting you say that because I think so many of her outfits are used in press photos and like art photos in the film, and like that truly is one that's never used.
100%.
Miss Darbus is a baddie down. Just her little quips like,
Mr. Zara!
Yo, you can call me Rocket Man if you want to.
How generous.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about Troy's phone.
Yeah. Go back in your mind and remember the scene where Gabriella has gone to Stanford and she's supposed to be coming home for prom. She calls Troy and she says, I'm running out of goodbyes, Wildcat. Chad's around. They're just, they're shooting some hoops. He gets off the phone.
Dudes.
And Troy says, she's not coming back, man. And in a fit of frustration, he throws his phone on his bed.
She's not coming back at all.
Wow.
Like, it's clearly a blooper that they kept in the movie. He was just supposed to toss the phone on his bed, but he kind of hit the perfect momentum and it rolled right off. How does that shot make you feel?
It's always bugged me. And I remember the second it happened, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, he just couldn't, like, they couldn't nail that. I don't know.
I'm sat next to Owen. That scene happens and he goes, oh, I always hated that part. Oh, I always hated that part. And I go, I love that part. I feel like that's such a moment of real, like, that's such a moment of like, ooh, authenticity happened and they caught it on camera. And Kenny Ortega was like, keep that in. Keep that shit in.
Yeah.
That's the best take. He was so in it. Even the phone was in it. And Owen wants, you're not even a perfectionist like that.
I think, okay. I think it's like the way I know a PA, like, almost ran in to grab the phone off the ground. Like, no, don't do it. But actually, in watching it now, that doesn't bug me as much about the scene, as much as Gabriella's ass being like, I got early accepted to Stanford, and I'm not going to tell you. And I'm going to go. And I'm going to call you on the phone and say, I'm not coming back for prom, Wildcat. I would throw my phone at the wall. What do you mean?
To agree. I have to agree because it's like, girl, we're all having a hard time saying goodbye. We're all about to go our different ways.
Yeah.
We're all about to, graduating from high school and moving on to the next phase of your life is really difficult. It's hard for all of us, Gabriella. And I know that you've had a lot of movements and goodbyes in your life.
She's been traveling.
But I do think, like, you should come back for prom and for the show. You just should, okay?
And you know what, Gabriella? Here's the thing I'm going to say about this, because I'm a little bit confused about the timeline here. You have summer, theoretically. I know Gabriella doesn't, but everyone else does.
Yeah.
And they're like so emo about graduating high school.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to see each other all summer if you want. And Gabriella is early acceptance to Stanford that starts during the high school year.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. It's a little interesting. Maybe what if it's like maybe it's a real program that Stanford offers. But,
but we wouldn't know about that. We didn't get invited
because we didn't go to Stanford. We
had
didn't
to
even
go late.
Yeah,
I was late for my first day. Hey, speaking of Troy's bedroom, why does he have 800 framed photos of Gabriella and
throughout
himself?
the whole movie, everybody, and maybe this is like a Disney Channel trope in general. Why does everybody got so many framed photos of each other?
And why do they have to be like press stills from High School Musical 1?
Yeah.
Like, did you not take like any pictures? Like, get Vanessa and Zach to
Yeah.
just take a picture before you start shooting in the clothes you showed up in.
It's so true, though. It's like the funny choice to use those promotional images instead of like, hey guys, why don't you walk around with this Polaroid and just take some fun shots that look like shots that pictures that friends would have of each other. They were like, no, we're gonna just go with the really high quality
outtakes of like a white background from HSM 2.
Yeah, we're gonna go with like the perfected press image that we put on backpacks.
Yeah, literally.
Lastly, I think my last thing on this list here is that, well, first of all, let's just say Kenny Ortega has never missed one time. That is the most important artist, I think, I don't think any artist has had a greater impact on me in my formative time in life than Kenny Ortega.
I'm aligned, and I don't think this movie, in retrospect and watching it again as an adult, is 10 million times better than it has any right to be. Truly. Like, there's some questionable, like, random things in this movie, but, like, you cannot poke as many holes in this as you maybe think you could for a Disney Channel movie that got a theatrical release.
It's fun. It's beautiful. The choreography is excellent. The performances he was able to bring out of these young performers who are not professional dancers for the most part, unbelievable. There's a reason why the Night to Remember choreography is viral on TikTok, because all three of those young men ate it up so flawlessly.
Yeah, and like we used to put extras in movies. We used to have background dancers.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at any musical that's been made past a certain time, like a Netflix movie like The Prom.
Yeah.
Like admitted that one has some extras. They got some extras in that one. But that's one thing that bugs me about modern filmmaking is like we're skimping out on budget on the extras. There are scenes like the finale High School Musical scene. There are so many people in it, and it looks so good.
You're so right.
Don't be shy. Put extras in your movies,
but
please.
You're so right.
And I usually am.
And I think that like Kenny, that's what I love about Kenny Ortega. Like, he is a classic OG musical director, and I think he like taps into like the MGM musical days of like, we used to make big movies that had like hundreds of people in a shot, and when they wanted to paint you a picture of like a vibrantly highly attended party in a fancy space or in a big grand space, they really did.
Let's fill her up.
They put all those people in costume, they dressed them all up, they taught them all the choreography, and that they had a party for real.
Yeah.
And then they put a camera on it, and that is harder to do, and it's more expensive, but you know what? It's worth it because it's art.
All right.
And so I just want to close off by doing
please.
an impression of Owen watching High School Musical 3.
Please.
This is my impression of Owen watching High School Musical 3 as a 30-year-old man. Oh, I wanted that shirt so bad. Oh, I wanted my hair to look like that so bad. Oh, I wanted that shirt so bad. Oh, I wanted that so bad. Every time Troy is on screen.
That's been an impression of me my whole life. Yeah. Imagine when that movie actually came out.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with the fact that I didn't have the rockin' bod to wear like a long shirt, like whatever, like with the sleeves. Troy loves a white shirt with long sleeves on a different color. Like there's a name for those shirts. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, I want all the clothes. And guess what? You're right. And what you said to me, you can just have them all now.
We're going to get through all
I'm going to get a full Troy Bolton wardrobe because you know what? Fashion comes back.
Well, that's so powerful. And you're Troy Bolton to me.
Wow. We had a blast with the TIFF.
Yes.
Whoa, we had a tits out of the screening.
Yeah.
We had a blast with the TIFF Next Wave screening.
Yes.
And like, honestly, like I think some of us said like, if they played High School Musical 2 after that, we would have just sat in our seats and stayed. So keep them coming because like I think I've had people reach out to me about having seen that, and like if we can watch more of those kind of movies, like it was just a fun time. So
yeah, they did such a great job. Their next event is happening on May 20th. So check out TIFF for information on that screening and the future screenings that the TIFF Next Wave Committee will do.
TIFF.net.
But they did such a great job. We had such a great time.
Thanks.
Shout it out.
Shout out.
Yes. Okay.
We're all in this together. All right. In today's What the Hell Sure, play the sound. Perfect. In today's What the Hell Sure, in the spirit of, and I want to say it because I do, Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour live in 3D. We want to talk about something that I'm truly, honestly passionate about. This is honestly a passion of mine, which is 3D movies. I love a 3D movie. I love a good 3D movie. And there's been a lot in the past few decades, I guess now, which is kind of crazy. I guess we're like coming up on like 20 years of like the big resurgence.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think we're of the generation where they really started. They were made for us when we were kids, and we've gotten to see them evolve from like the blue and red glasses to like the better technology, like
cyan. What's that word?
Cyan.
Yeah, that's what they're called. And that's a blue or a red?
Blue. Cyan is blue.
Okay, so it's red and cyan.
Welcome today to colors. And
what's blue look like? What's that again? But we want to talk about some of our favorite / most iconic / like most important to us 3D experiences. We're gonna go kind of like, right?
I was gonna say I didn't even consider it. We could be ranking 3D experiences, not just movies, because I have that illuminates for me.
So we're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna rank what we think as of today our top 3 are. Do you want to go?
We're just doing 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is so loaded. Okay. Okay.
3 for 3D.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay,
right? That's why I did that.
Okay.
Do you have any honorable mentions off the top?
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna start. I think one of my honorable mentions is Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
It followed Avatar as like the next big 3D one when they really put that, like Disney put that investment in.
Yeah.
So I think that's not one of my favorites by any means, but like I remember seeing it. I remember that being a thing. It made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. And my most
Very
recent
beautiful.
one that I saw was Super Mario Bros. Galaxy. And an animated movie in 3D is like just actually good and fun because they can really play with it. So I enjoyed that one.
So my honorable mention is going to be, if I really am just picking 3, my honorable mention is going to be Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Because
I mean, yeah.
Classic. They had like the special like custom 3D glasses made to look like sharks. This was back in the red and blue days when like the glasses were made out of paper. And I do think,
and you got 2 Shark Boys and 2 Lava Girl pairs.
Yes, yes. But again, there are movies that I think Shark Boy and Lava Girl was inspired by. That will be higher on my list.
Okay.
My other honorable mention is Step Up 3D. I love the trend of making the third movie in a franchise the 3D one.
That's so true, actually, yes.
Taking the 3 and adding D and being like, it's our third movie. So
what about Piranha 3 Double D?
I've never seen that.
Piranha 3D is like beachy, like girls in bikinis, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like they get all attacked by piranhas at the beach. The second one was called Piranha 3 Double D.
I love it.
Right.
I love it. Okay. My number 3, which I literally just thought of right now because you opened my mind. The PhilharMagic. Mickey's PhilharMagic at Disneyland.
Wait, I don't think we're doing rides.
It's not a ride. It's a movie that you go in and watch in 3D.
Oh, that was like, okay. Like that was like theatrical releases. You know what? Go ahead.
It's just like all you sit in the theater and watch it with glasses
Yeah.
on. I think of all the 3D experiences I've ever had in my life, that one is the best. Like the 3D technology is by far the best.
Yeah.
When the Simba is like here in your face, like it's like there are layers to the 3D. It's not just, it's like 8D at some point.
Whoa.
They come out so far. The glasses are full panoramic experiences. It's like smell-o-vision. Obviously though, can never be number 1 because it's only accessible if you go to the parks.
Yeah.
Shout out to Disney Parks. Love you so much, so deeply and truly in my heart. Do you have a space? But if I can't watch it in my living room or at my local cinema, so for that reason, it's number 3.
Number 3 for me is going to Avatar. I just don't think you cannot put this on your list. Honestly, it probably isn't even my number 3, but I think it just doesn't feel right to not include. Yeah. It really, really, like James Cameron waited to be able to make this movie, and it kicked off the entire era, for better or worse, of like the 3D experience coming back. And it's Avatar, The Way of Water, and Avatar, Fire and Ash, because I know all the titles for all of them, are really still like each year, each time those come around, still this standard of like this kind of movie. So that's number 3 for me.
Yeah, James Cameron knows how to do 3D, as we see in the Billie Eilish concert film.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, number 2 for me. Number 2 is the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds concert in 3D.
Yeah.
This was, I think, my most formative movie theater 3D experience of my whole life.
Yeah.
I remember it so vividly. I remember being so excited to go to the theater. I remember flinching when like the drumstick flew out at me in the audience. I remember it was also like, would that have been, I feel like they had like the black glasses.
It was Real D.
Yeah, it was Real D.
I was just going to talk about this.
And I think that was my first time experiencing Real D. Like I had always had the blue and red glasses, and then it was my first time being in a theater with that, and I was so gagged. And that was my first concert, so I had seen it, and I have to say that the movie really like made me feel like I was there again.
My local theater was not equipped with the technology to play that at the time. So I've only ever seen that movie with like when they played it on Family Channel, you had to go to Walmart and get the glasses. So I've never actually experienced that to its full. Would love to bring that one back.
Please bring it back in Real D 3D.
Yeah,
They should
at Real
really
D.
do that. They missed an opportunity
We're
just
making
now.
a plea to Real D. This is a Real D 3D plea.
Please.
Number 2 for me is Transformers Dark of the Moon. For a few reasons, I love this movie. I think it's amazing. It uses the technology very well, and it forced Michael Bay to have to rethink every single thing he's done in his entire career. He's been known for one thing, but because he would do so much cutting and CGI and movement, they're like, you are going to make people sick if you keep doing it like this. So he had to think about how he was not going to make people motion sick during this movie. So like there's a lot of slow-mo. There's like the iconic scene of Shia LaBeouf flying out of Bumblebee and like hitting everything out of the way. Like, oh, that's a shot of all time, especially in 3D. So for that reason, Transformers Dark of the Moon is number 2.
My number 1. Y'all, my number 1 is Spy Kids.
Wow, okay.
My number 1 is Spy Kids, specifically the third one, because again, keeping in trend of the third movie in the franchise being 3D. Spy Kids 3, Game Over, I believe it's called. Yeah.
That the guy.
Yeah. I just think this movie walked so many others could run. It was the beginning. It was like the first major release to kind of like bring back the 3D.
Yeah, it was like
trend.
pre-Avatar. Yeah. Like it was like no with Real D. It was like your red and blue glasses.
Yeah, like the first 3D movies ever like date back to like the 50s and 60s. But like this is when I think was the reintroduction of it to audiences, like specifically designed to kids. And I just remember thinking it was like the coolest thing ever. And what better fit? Like whoever thought of taking the Spy Kids franchise in that direction, genius.
That was Robert Rodriguez.
But it's just truly, don't you think, just like the best fit ever?
It was kind of just like, what are we going to do now with these Spy Kids?
Yeah.
And it really was like, okay, what's working? What's happening in the world right now? Like, how do we make this animated video game? Like, it's also kind of like the beginning of like video game culture too. Like that was just starting to happen at that time, where it was like, kids love video games. Like maybe make a video game movie. Like, I don't know, what, 2006, 7 maybe? 2003?
Yeah.
Spy Kids 3D came out in 2003.
Yeah, and then Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I'm pretty sure was 2005.
That's wild.
Yeah, which is again why I say I think there would be no Shark Boy and Lava Girl if there was not a Spy Kids.
Well, of course, because they directed both. You didn't know that?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God. Spy Kids 3 is an hour and 24 minutes.
That's the perfect runtime. That is a perfect runtime.
My number 1 best 3D experience is Tron Legacy in IMAX 3D. This movie was like literally made to be seen in this format. It is like you watch the movie, and when they go into the world, it's very similar to Spy Kids 3. When they go into the world of the video game, that is when the effect really like hits. Yeah. And they re-released it when the new Tron came out. Don't want to talk about it. I had friends who had never seen the film before that went with me. I do have friends. It's true. And they turned to me like 5 stars. Like that was like,
I wish I was there.
It's kind of like the Disney World of it all. Like that is a movie that's like, people like it. I love it. It's one of my favorites of all time. But to see it in IMAX 3D, like I don't think there's anybody who goes see that and be like, that movie was bad.
Yeah.
Because it's just so designed for that format. The Daft Punk soundtrack, the 3D effects, and like when they go back to the real world, the effect kind of fades away a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like Spy Kids, you need to put your glasses on at the same time as them.
I love it. I actually really do like 3D. I don't get motion sick over it in those ways, so I can be in. I love feeling like I'm on a ride.
Yeah.
And it's funny how I think, like you said about Tron being your number 1 and PhilharMagic being my number 3, like there is something about like just sat in your seat and being like that immersed.
Right.
And when the technology is right and it's come a long way, and it's loud and it's like you're watching it on an amazing screen, it's kind of just like a really special movie theater experience, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can have one right now with, let's do it one more time, Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour live in 3D. In theaters now. We love 3D. We love James Cameron. We love Billie Eilish. Duh.
My social post of the week is this photo of Hunter Schafer and Alex Kasani on the carpet at the same time. Like whoever orchestrated them to be walking back to back. I saw like the tweets like that says like this will be in the queer history books, like the queer textbooks one day. Like this is such a historic moment. These two gorgeous trans girls on this stage, like looking so amazing. I just really love it. So this Met Gala was fun. Another shout out to our post in the moment about Sabrina Carpenter, I would say, and all her sort of funny moments. She was being like so Sabrina.
What's this look called? Sabrina.
She was being so Sabrina at the Met Gala.
She was having fun. Hey, when I go to the Met Gala, I'm gonna have fun too. I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I think my social post of the moment is this tweet, and it's a question. And the question is, what's your favorite Nicole Kidman movie apart from The Prom?
Okay, I have an answer.
Impossible. It's got to be The Prom.
No, it doesn't. My favorite part of The Prom is when I think they like all harmonize the word lesbians, if I'm remembering correctly, and I thought that was really fun.
The Prom is a fever dream, is a Netflix fever dream.
100%.
Ryan Murphy directed that film. Crazy.
He did. I saw a tweet the other day that said Ariana Grande was supposed to play the Ariana DeBose character.
Interesting.
But pulled out due to scheduling conflicts of the Sweetener tour.
What could have been? Somebody said, I didn't realize there was so much Streep slop, which is movies Meryl Streep was in, that just don't even register. And I mean, she's done so many incredible films. But I think this tweet is also now engaged to be like, who remembers Nicole Kidman even did The Prom? Like 18 people, me being one of them, you being the other. But yeah, you know what? And with that, I leave y'all with this. Watch The Prom this weekend. Listen to Harry Styles. Watch High School Musical 3, The Prom double feature. Be for real.
Honestly, I think that will be such an experience of like because I think just the last note on High School Musical 3.
Of course.
I think people like relegate those movies to be like, oh, like you're gonna watch like High School Musical. It's like, no, that's masterful cinema. So respectfully, all due respect to The Prom, watch those two back to back, and you tell me what's the better movie.
I was just
musical.
gonna say, like, look what Kenny Ortega can do. Look what Kenny Ortega can do. And with that, we thank you for joining us for another incredible, in our opinion, episode of Please Relate to This. We'll see you soon, and we're so excited for it. And stream High School Musical 3 this weekend. This is not sponsored, not posted. Go see Billie Eilish's 3D film. There's so many good things to take in this weekend. I'm gonna go see Devil Wears Prada 2 finally, so we can talk about that. And with that, we say adios, and we'll do our microphone cheers.
Oh, wait.
I didn't even think about this.
Wait. Cling, cling.
Cool. Thank you all so much. Bye.